29 years old, Andrew Collins was making $52,000 a year. Marketing coordinator, mid-size company in Denver, busy calendar, endless emails. On paper, he was doing fine. But when he checked his savings account one Sunday night, $4,870 total. That number bothered him, because he had been working full-time for 7 years. 7 years of effort, 7 years of meetings, 7 years of career growth, and less than $5,000 saved. He opened a spreadsheet and did the math. If he continued saving at this rate, he would need at least 12 years to hit $100,000 in savings. 12 years. He would be 41. And that's when it hit him. He wasn't building wealth. He was maintaining employment. There's a difference. Andrew worked hard, stayed late when needed, helped team members, took on extra projects. But his income only increased about 3% per year. That's barely inflation. He realized something uncomfortable. His effort had increased. His value hadn't. That distinction changed everything. One afternoon, during a campaign strategy meeting, something small but powerful happened. The company brought in an external consultant, a performance marketing specialist. She reviewed their ad accounts for 45 minutes, pointed out inefficiencies, suggested restructuring, estimated a potential 30% improvement in ROI. The company paid her $4,000 for that session. $4,000 for less than an hour. Andrew did the math in his head. If she did that twice a week, that's $32,000 per month. He didn't feel jealous. He felt exposed. Because he realized something clearly. He was doing execution work. She was doing high-level optimization. He posted ads. She improved revenue. Companies don't pay for activity. They pay for impact. That evening, Andrew searched performance marketing certification. He had basic marketing knowledge, but not advanced analytics, not conversion rate optimization, not paid media strategy at scale. He saw something interesting. Specialists in paid performance marketing were earning 80,000 grade K, 95,000 grade K, 110,000 gay brew. Some freelance consultants were earning even more. And here was the key difference. They understood data deeply. Not just branding, not just content. Data. Andrew had avoided deep analytics because it felt intimidating. He preferred creative tasks. But creative tasks were common. Performance optimization was scarce. Scarcity drives salary. That night, Andrew wrote one sentence in his notes. I will become measurable. That line changed his trajectory. Because in corporate America, if you can't tie your work to measurable revenue, your income plateaus. He enrolled in a specialized paid media optimization program. Cost, $1,900. 6-month structured training, advanced tracking systems, conversion analytics, budget scaling strategies. The first month humbled him. He realized how shallow his understanding had been. He wasn't bad at marketing. He was basic. And basic doesn't get paid at scale. For the first time in his career, Andrew wasn't just completing tasks. He was learning leverage. Every evening after work, 1 to 2 hours of study. Weekend practice building mock ad campaigns. Running small experiments with $20 test budgets from his own money. It wasn't glamorous. No one noticed. But something shifted internally. He stopped identifying as marketing employee. He started identifying as revenue optimizer. Identity shift changes behavior. Within 3 months, he proposed restructuring their internal paid ads strategy. Most of the team hesitated. It required reallocating budget, risking short-term results. Andrew presented numbers. projected ROI increases, tracking models. He didn't speak emotionally. He spoke in revenue language. Management approved a small test. 3 weeks later, campaign conversion improved by 18%. Customer acquisition cost dropped by 11%. Those numbers weren't massive, but they were measurable. And measurable impact increases bargaining power. For the first time, Andrew wasn't just a marketing coordinator. He was directly tied to profit, and profit drives salary. That's when he realized something powerful. Your income rises when your skill directly increases someone else's income. He wasn't there yet, but he was no longer capped at $52,000 mentally. The ceiling had cracks. 6 months after Andrew started learning performance marketing seriously, something changed. Not externally at first, internally. He stopped waiting for tasks. He started identifying revenue leaks. That mindset shift made him proactive. Instead of asking, "What should I post next?" he asked, "Where are we losing money?" That single question separated him from average marketers. By month 7, the company's paid campaigns were performing noticeably better. Quarterly revenue attribution reports showed a 21% improvement in ad efficiency compared to the previous year. Andrew documented everything: screenshots, before and after metrics, cost reductions, revenue increases. He wasn't just improving campaigns, he was building proof. Proof is leverage. At month 8, he requested a formal performance review. He didn't talk about effort, he talked about numbers. Since implementing new tracking and optimization strategies, ad ROI has improved 21% and customer acquisition cost dropped 14%. I'm now directly managing $280,000 in annual ad spend. I'd like to discuss aligning compensation with this expanded impact. Clear, calm, measurable. The result? Promotion to Performance Marketing Specialist. New salary, $68,000. From $52K to $68K in under a year. But here's where most people relax. Andrew didn't, because he understood something now. Internal raises are limited. Market value is larger than company value. So he did something strategic. He updated his resume, not with tasks, but with impact. Instead of managed social media campaigns, he wrote, improved paid media ROI by 21%, reduced CAC by 14%, optimized $280K annual ad spend. Language matters. Revenue language gets attention. He updated his LinkedIn profile, added measurable achievements, engaged with performance marketing communities. 3 months later, a recruiter reached out. Mid-sized tech company, fully remote, looking for someone to manage $1.2 million annual ad spend. Interview process wasn't easy. Case studies, live scenario analysis, budget scaling simulations. But Andrew had something most candidates didn't. Proof. Not theory. Proof. He walked into final negotiation with confidence. The offer came in, $82,000 base, plus performance bonus potential. Old Andrew might have accepted immediately. New Andrew negotiated. I've consistently increased ROI above industry averages and managed significant budget impact. Based on market data for this role and scope, I'm targeting closer to $90,000. Silence. Then HR responded. They adjusted. Final offer, $90,000 base salary. From $52,000 to $90,000 in 18 months. A $38,000 increase. More than a 70% raise. Not luck, not networking magic. Skill leverage. Here's the deeper psychological lesson. Andrew didn't work longer hours. He worked on rarer skills. Most marketers know how to post content, Fewer know how to scale paid performance profitably. Rarity increases value. Value increases income. Income increases freedom. That's the formula. When Andrew looked back at that Sunday night staring at $4,870 in savings, he realized something humbling. He wasn't underpaid, he was underspecialized. Companies pay specialists more than generalists. Generalists maintain systems. Specialists optimize profit. Profit controls salary. Now, instead of saving $400 a month, Andrew was investing over $2,500 per month. 401k maxed. Brokerage contributions growing. Emergency fund fully built in under 6 months. His life didn't change because he chased money. It changed because he chased measurable impact. And that's what most people miss. You don't increase income by wanting more. You increase income by becoming harder to replace. If you're making $50,000 right now, ask yourself, what measurable revenue impact do I create? If the answer is unclear, that's your opportunity. Andrew didn't quit marketing, he upgraded within it. And that upgrade changed his financial ceiling permanently. If your income feels capped, it's probably your specialization. Subscribe to Rich Mind Talk, because we don't teach hustle here. We teach leverage. $52,000 wasn't Andrew's limit, and your current number isn't yours either.